It looks like we've finally got the ship moving back in the right direction, but today we have two huge pivotal games that could crash the ship and sink it once again. What is up, guys? Matthew here, and welcome back to another episode of our FM24 Journeyman career mode with the Quakers. It is here today. We are going to be playing in two more games in the National League North, and we're getting pretty close to the end of the season now. We're into the final 11 games, and by the end of this episode we'll be into the final 10. And I thought this would be the penultimate episode. Maybe, I don't know. There are two games at the end of March that really do look juicy. Banbury and Alfreton, who are not too far behind us. That might prove to be a nice bridge before we get to the end of the season. But we'll see. We'll see what all that is going to be about. But since you guys were last with me, we of course played 4 games in the league. Last time you were with me, we lost to Eastbourne Boro in the FA Trophy 4th round, beat Peterborough Sports, then lost to Spennymoor in what was a pretty bad performance. And we tweaked things a little bit. And by that I mean we've moved the 3 in midfield around. So instead of having the one sitter in front of the back 4 and the 2 in front, we've basically rotated the triangle a little bit, and we've now got 2 players sat in front of the back 4 and 1 advanced playmaker just ahead of them. And now I don't know if that's totally what's made the difference, but I'm hoping it's made some sort of a difference, because we've now sat CJ Clark with a partner. That usually is Ben Little. Now, he's not the best in terms of a defensive ball winner. I understand he probably is better slightly further forward, but out of him and Caden Kelly, Kelly is by far the better in that attacking midfield role. So we've put Ben Little alongside CJ Clark, stuck Kelly at the front of this triangle. Maybe it's worked. I mean, we beat Southport 1-0, and our results have been a lot more narrower, but we've been the ones on the right side of them. So we beat Southport 1-0 with a CJ Clark goal, managed to defend the lead pretty damn well, got a clean sheet. Can you believe it? We then drew 1-1 against Hereford. We weren't as good in this game. This was a bit of a frustrating performance, especially in the first half, but we certainly come good in the second half, and really, in the end, should have probably won the game with our XG. We beat Bishop Stortford 2-1, and that was a very good performance. They got a goal back in the second half, but we'd already wrapped it up pretty much by then. And it was exactly the same against Gloucester. We did get pegged back against them, and it was 1 each, but we then dominated the game and went on to win 3-1. So I would like more clean sheets, but we seem to have stopped the unbelievable, terrible goals conceded that we were having over Christmas, and we've steadied it a little bit in the last few games. So I'm hoping that will continue, but obviously we've come back today for a reason, and the reason is this: it's not South Shields and Blythe, it's CHORLEY and South Shields, because CHORLEY are right behind us. They're away, they're 5th at the moment, and we're going away from home to their place, so that could be a huge fixture. And then we host the runaway league leaders, South Shields. Now, this is how the league looks at the moment. So, as I say, we are in 4th. We have closed the gap up to the top 3 once again, to only 2 points now, which is promising. And Braintree are only 4 points away, so we're not a million miles away from 2nd. It's just South Shields who we need to start slipping up. But CHORLEY are right behind us and will jump us if they win today. And look at the form. We just seem to always play teams who are in form. But yeah, since the start of January, they've lost twice and won every other game. So I'm not feeling too confident away from home in this one. It will take an unbelievable result to beat them. And then equally, we of course have got South Shields, who are top of the league, and they as well have been in pretty good form since the start of the year. So this is a pivotal game. You know, if we lose both games here, we could drop down to 5th, and South Shields will be absolutely 100% uncatchable for us. But if we beat CHORLEY, we pull a gap to 5th, maybe establish a top 4 place, and then if we go and beat South Shields, it's game on again, essentially, for potentially the title. So let's get into these 2 massive games, and I honestly believe they will be possibly season-defining when it comes to where we finish in the playoffs, and if we're going to have a shot at going up as champions. Okay, so here's the team then for the away game against CHORLEY. It is going to be our best team, essentially, who have performed to their best standard of late. George Shelvey is in goal. Harry Perrott is going to be alongside Jensen Sumner, Jack Leckie and Nathan Newall in defence. CJ Clark, Little and Kelly at the midfield three, as you'd expect. Ealing comes in on the right-hand side because Spellman is tired. Even though he was fantastic in the last game, he's not going to be able to start, sadly. And Harry Green then moves over to the other side. And we've opted for Andrew Nelson up front as Max Thompson isn't 100% fit too. However, it has been coming and we got the message in between episodes. Andrew Nelson come in the office, not happy he wasn't starting as many games as Max Thompson. We tried to back down and say that we would give him more games, but of course we'd already promised him that once before and he wants to leave. So we basically said, we want to keep you happy, we'll stick you on the transfer list. So that's what we've done. So essentially, we've had 3 strikers who've all wanted equal amount of starts, and 2 of them have ended up on the transfer list due to their unhappiness. So Mitchell Curry has wanted out for a while. Nelson obviously wants out now as well. And I feel like Mitchell Curry's been on the transfer list for a while, since the end of November, and we haven't had a single bid. There is interest from Hemel Hempstead, but nothing physical in terms of a offer, and there's nothing there for Nelson either. So I'm happy to just make them happy by giving them what they wish, but we are not pushing them out of the door by any means. So we are going to start him today. In fact, it's completely refreshed my team sheet, so I'm going to do that again, and we'll get ready to give our team talk in a moment. Okay, team talk done. This is a big game, and we've had some pretty difficult away games against sides up towards the end of the table, especially when we're competing with sides at the top of the table. We do not ever seem to do well when we travel to them. So I've actually gone cautious today, which I never ever do. But the way I'm looking at this is we need to just keep CHORLEY where they are. If we draw today, it keeps them 2 points behind us, and they've not gained any ground on us, which is perfect. If they were to beat us, they go above us, and that's the last thing we need. Obviously, if we can nick a win, great. We might even jump Scunthorpe if we win and they don't. But this, I think, is a must-not lose. I think that's the way I'm approaching this game, and it's not my usual mentality, but I think this is the sort of game for it, as George Shelvey has to make an early save there. That was a poor chance there from CHORLEY. I think they'd expect to do better there. It was a low corner, and you'd expect them to do better. I don't know how the corner found its way through, but I don't think it's registered as a shot on target, which is weird. Anyway, cross comes in. It's hit the post, I want to say. Oh, another chance goes begging for CHORLEY. The only thing about going cautious is I feel like we are sitting back and allowing them onto us. I might just get to half-time and then we'll go balanced and we'll just gradually edge our way forward. I think the key thing for me is to not, go 1, 2, 3-0 down early, because then morale is on the floor, we're out of the game, and things look bleak. So maybe we approach it like this to start with, and then we edge our way into the game. And, not to be surprised, it's been quiet, nothing much has happened, because we are being very, very solid, as we have a header! Oh, that's a great save. Ealing's header tipped over the bar, and I tell you what, we're having a good spell here. So, let's see if we can nick something. Oh, not with a corner like that, we won't. That's end of highlight. What a shame, and Scunthorpe are getting beat, ladies and gentlemen. They're losing at home. What a huge window of opportunity that's opened itself to us here. Ealing, is he going to play it back to Nelson? No, Perrott picks it up in a good position. He plays it out to Newall. Can Newall whip it in here? I think he's going to play it back to Ben Little. Little now plays it back to CJ Clark, who takes a shot, and that was the wrong decision. We had men in the box. We'll want to work it, boys. We don't want to shoot on sight. That was a waste, I'd say. As Perrott's off, has he got a knock? I don't know what he's doing off the pitch there, but goal kick to CHORLEY, and that's going to be recycled. I'd hate for us to concede at the very end of the half, but we've nicked it in midfield. CJ Clark, one of the 2 ball winners now. Little plays it back to Leckie. Ooh, Ooh, Green does well. The pass looked like it had gone a little bit short. Lecky now into Green again. Green, he's surrounded by black and white shirts here, but he's holding on to it, and he's ran into a CHORLEY player. I really thought that was going to be one of our highlights, but they've gave it back again. This is a little bit reckless here from CHORLEY. They've gave it back to us again. Perrott, who's coming back off the left, and Green's in the box. Green has scored. What a huge goal that could be from Harry Green. And I tell you what, Perrott was coming back on the pitch from the left, and as he's toddling over to his usual right-hand side, he thought, give me the ball, I'll chip in while I'm here. And he's ended up playing a crucial moment. And, well, the cautious approach has got us in front. Tight offside, Nelson here, who I was a little bit worried about starting given his recent off-the-pitch issues. But you never know, he might change his mind if we start playing him. But given our approach, we've really came into the game here, and I'm really happy with how we've grown into it. So, yeah, we're going to just do what we do. We can be better, but keep going. I'm going to praise the strikers, though. I'm very happy with their effort. And, well, this could be a shock. Sadly, Braintree are winning at the moment, but South Shields, who are playing bottom of the table, Brackley, it is very much top versus bottom. They're not beating them yet, which is a bit of a shocker. So, I mean, if a Hereford goal could go in right now, I mean, that would be absolute scenes. It really, really would. But, I mean, this new approach has kept CHORLEY out for the time being. They haven't had a shot on target yet. Perrott looks like he's a bit tired, but he is one of our best players, so I don't want to take him off when he's having such a good game, if I'm honest. So I'm going to hold fire for a bit longer. And here is that very man, Perrott. Tell you what, if we scored a second here, it would be absolutely huge. Comes out to Ben Lidlow, takes a great first touch. Oh, if that had gone in. Oh, well, the roof would have come off the away end. That would have been just, it would have gave us the cushion we needed. But we haven't changed things yet. They have made a few substitutes. So let's freshen things up on our side. Let's have a look. Ealing's complacent, and there's no room for that in a game like this. So Sindin's going to come on. Front two are doing absolutely fine. I don't feel the need to change them. But CJ Clark is looking a little bit tired. Now, James Harvey is a central midfielder, but he's not a ball winner. I don't know how he'll fare in that position. We could put him in a more supportive ball winner, but I know it's going to come up with that annoying grey star, even though he is a ball winner, just not that deep. So, would Kelly? No, he's not really willing to sit into the hole either. I don't want to change the midfield, but I feel like we need to freshen it up. So I'm going to put Harvey in there as a... Ooh, I don't know. We haven't got any of the midfielders on the bench. And that back four needs to remain protected. With South Shields coming up, we do have to rest players, especially in midfield. So I'm going to bring Harvey in, and I'm going to try and put him in a more comfortable position. He can play alongside Kelly, but let's just drop him back a bit. So that could be okay. Little will still be the sitter. Okay. Just ensuring that we still have the solidity, but we don't, at the same time, we don't tire players out ahead of a very big game against South Shields. But we're at the 80-minute mark here, and we've kept CHORLEY at bay for the most part. It's been one of the best defensive performances so far. I say so far because I do not want to jinx it, but we are going to slow things down and waste a bit of time. I'm not going to go defensive. But I'll tell you what, we're edging towards what could be... It's okay, it's our highlight. Boys, no. Do not drop 2 points by doing something that stupid. Oh my god, how have they not scored? How have they not scored there? Jesus. I can't believe they've not scored there. Right. I'm making another change. We're going 5 at the back, boys. We're going to bring Leak in and take... Yeah, we're going to bring Leak in and we're going to take off... Was it Little? Ooh, we may have just gotten the biggest slice of luck there. But we've now got to defend a corner. I'm going to make a change to try and distract things. But here we go. This is massive. We have to defend this corner. Pennington whips it in. It's headed up and out. But oh, don't concede a penalty. Let him shoot. Let him shoot. It's over the bar. It's cleared. Oh no, we've got another highlight. No, I don't want highlights. I don't want highlights. We don't want highlights. We want the game to end. Why are we booting it up long? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we playing it long? Oh, Green's won it back. I don't like having a highlight this late in the game when we are the ones in our own half. Just take it to their corner flag. Do not give the ball away under any circumstances, boys. Keep it for a minute and a half, Kelly. Oh my God. Green, get there. Oh my God, he did get there. Why are we witnessing this? Why is the game making us watch this? This is absolute torture. Oh my God. What are we doing? This is too much. Look at how they're pressing us. We've had to hoof it. Straight back to them. Oh, God. He's not onside. No. Oh, my God, I knew it. I just knew it was coming. They were pressing us and pressing us. We've just lost our composure, booted it long, which I never want them to do. And here we go with Chorley's only shot on target. They get a goal. Because, of course, they do. That is so flipping annoying, you know. They're only shot on target. Why couldn't we have just kept the ball for another flipping minute? I'll sympathise with them, but that... I mean, I said at the start, I said I didn't want to lose the game, and we've kept Chorley at bay, but we could have gone level with Scunthorpe on 72 points. I mean, given where they are, it's a great result, but the amount of draws, and I mean, I've lost count now of how many games where we've gave up leads, we've conceded late, and if you look at the number of draws that we've had compared to the teams around us, we've actually lost less than the two teams above us, but we've drawn so many games. That's the problem. We can't close out games. There's so many examples where we've been leading and we've gave away, like Curzon Ashton, 94th minute penalty. FC United of Manchester, we were 3-0 up. Kidderminster, 91st minute equaliser. We were beating Tamworth. Well, we move on anyway, and this will now be the toughest game because we now head to the team at the very top of the league. I'm hoping we can still maintain fourth, depending on what Chorley do. Banbury are only 4 points behind as well. But yeah, 10 points clear. South Shield win. They're 13 points clear with 9 games to go. This essentially, I think, would finish any remotely outside opportunity of us getting automatic promotion this season. And if South Shields were to win, that's it. We're out the picture, and they essentially ensure that it's a 3-horse race at the very most. So let's head to the team for South Shields at home, and well, if we do get in the lead, I pray to God we can hold on to it. Well, look at this. I mean, we get monthly statistics in terms of the league from our performance analysis, and for the first time ever, we are the worst performing side defensively in the last month. In February, we were the worst defensive side in the league. We conceded an average of 1.28 goals per game, had an expected goals against of 1.08. I'm guessing tackles attempted. I mean, I'm not going to read too much into that. But yeah, only 11 clearances per game. Essentially, it's them top few that are quite worrying. So that's been a huge issue that I hope we can rectify. Well, if we want to have a quick look at the board and supporters' performance, we are an A, still untouchable. They still absolutely love the job we're doing this season. Supporters are impossible to please in this game. But the dressing room atmosphere is very good. It's never been that high before. And I don't know where it's come from, to be honest. We're just getting on with the job. But managerial support's up to average. That's probably given the fact that we're still young and still, slightly inexperienced. But I'd like to think this season we've certainly proven what we're about, given where we were in the previous season. But here we go. It's a big game, a bit of a derby as well, and it would be a huge boost if we could topple the team at the top, and it might reinvigorate us as we go into the final 10 games of the season. Okay, so we are going with the best team as always. We've got George Shelvey in goal. Frankie Ealing, though, has come in for Harry Perrott, who's not 100% fit. Sumnall and Leckie are the ones in the centre-back positions. Nathan Newall on the left, Clark, Little and Kelly in the newly formed midfield triangle. Green on the right. I'm delighted to welcome back Spellman on the left and Max Thompson back in on the or up front. So here we go. This is it. This is basically it for us. If we win today, then I think we give ourselves an outside chance of maybe catching up South Shields. But I mean, if we lose, game over. And I think they're probably looking at this game in exactly the same manner that we were looking at the game against CHORLEY. They might look at this and just say, let's just draw the game and ensure Darlington don't gain any ground on us. Because I guess if we were to win, they've got an extra team to worry about. And if we were to lose, then they can just simply cross us off the list and say, right, they're out of it. Braintree and Scunthorpe are the only sides who can catch us now. So they're in an exact same position to where we were in the last game. Hence why we are going to play a bit more positively. We are going balanced today. We're at home. So I would like to still give our home fans a show without us being too expansive going forward, because these guys clearly have the quality to pick us off, and they're coming down the right-hand side here. Is Blair Rowe, who's probably the best player in the league right now, if you look at the stats. They've just got stars all over the pitch. Green, though, with a wonderful interception. Well held up by Thompson. Kelly now. Thompson, I don't think he's got the pace, but he's played a very good through ball to Green. Green is in. Green is scored, and we lead the league leaders. After 6 minutes, we're in front. Again, can we hold on to it? That's the question. But it was well won in the midfield. Thompson with a lovely through ball into Harry Green. And it's a good finish into the far corner. And a very good start. It's not going ahead that's the problem. It's staying ahead that's the problem with us at the moment. I just want us to start getting 2 or 3 goals ahead in games, and then we can relax. It's always narrow, it's always awkward. And, they've got a player off injured. We've got a player off injured. Thompson has got a knock. Oh, crikey. Is he going to... I'll wait and see what happens with this highlight. I was going to say, is he going to walk it off? But he's not even on the pitch. Here's Green. I mean, there is no one in the box for him to aim for, but he's played in Ealing. Spellman's there! Spellman makes it 2-0. Wow, this is too good to be true. It really is. I didn't see this one coming whatsoever. I mean, there was no one there. I thought, who's he passing to? But Spellman has took up the position of striker. And it's a wonderful header. Maybe the fact there wasn't a striker in there distracted the South Shields defenders. But it's 2-0. Incredible. Now, let's have a look at Thompson. He's recovering. Okay, that's good. He's took a bit of a bash, a boot to the ankle or something, and he is coming back, which is good. But the front three have been tremendous so far. And we are into third. We've jumped Scunthorpe. And we're still all 6 points behind Braintree, sadly. Could have been 4, couldn't it? But anyway, moving on. Coming into the final 10 minutes of the half now. And this is exactly like the CHORLEY game. We've limited South Shields to very, very little. And I think that is very much down to the altered midfield with 2 sitters as opposed to 1. But we do have another highlight here. Here's Spellman. Kelly's in. What a chance! It's 3-0! Holy smokes, it's 3-0. Pinch me. I must be dreaming. This is insane. This is brilliant. Spellman into Kelly. Into the box. Goalkeeper does not cover himself in glory there, you have to say. And it is 3-0 at half-time against the best team in the league, South Shields. It is just typical, isn't it, of FM that we come out and play like this. But, I mean, they've done nothing, South Shields. It's been a fantastic half of football. It really has. Let's have more of the same. And look at them. They're absolutely delighted. They're all just so happy. I've not seen them this happy in such a long time. It's brilliant. And I think I will go cautious second half. We'll keep an eye on how they create and what they do. If they start coming on to us, we might have to, balanced push up. And why are the front two now confused and demotivated? What? I don't know what's going on there. Oh, Spellman's injured. Oh, it's a knee injury. That's not good. So Spellman's going to have to go off. Sinyan's going to come on. We'll keep it as is for now. And we're into the hour. And I'm still not comfortable because I've seen us drop leads from all sorts of comfortable positions because we just find a way. We find a way of making life hard for ourselves. But to get a clean sheet against these guys would be out of this world. It really, really would. And we are now up to 70 minutes. We seem to be managing things rather well. Now, will Perrott play as a left back? Not really. So I'm not going to change Newall. I think CJ Clark's I don't even want to freshen up the midfield because they're all playing so well. I'm not going to change a thing. Why should I change it when we are absolutely cruising at the moment? And we're into the final 10 minutes pretty much. This is crazy. They've not had a single highlight. Let's slow it down, waste a bit of time. And, ladies and gentlemen, we are cruising to the most unlikely of victories. Scunthorpe have lost. Oh, they have got a highlight. We're at the 90-minute mark now. I'd like to think, boys, we're not going to throw this away. I want a clean sheet, though. They had a header over the bar. Didn't really trouble the goalkeeper. I'll make a few subs just to slow the game down a bit more. Curry can come on. Harvey can come on. They can get the applause of the crowd. And we have beaten South Shields. Comfortably. Very comfortably. And they're the best team in the league. Wow, that was needed, and that is as good. It's as good as a win if you're going to see. It really is. It really is. They all deserve to be praised immensely for that, because the best team have just come to Blackwell Meadows and have been well beaten, and that puts us 7 points behind them now with 9 games to go. So it would still be a monstrous task, but it keeps us in the game. And most importantly, second and third get a bye into the playoff semi-final. So we essentially save ourselves a game in the quarters if we can get third. Spellman, it's only a bruised knee. That will do me. And we are going to once again praise the man himself, Max Thompson. Game changer. Very, very happy with that. And I think we've got a little bit of, we've got a full week to recover now, which is absolutely awesome. And the fixtures might start to ease a bit. We found a little bit of form. You know, since that Spennymoor defeat, we've won 4 out of 6. And we're not conceding as many goals. That was a result we've needed for a long, long time. And it's now up to us to build on it. So we're going to play Blythe, Leamington, Oxford, off screen. Banbury, maybe Banbury and Alfreton, but Alfreton have dropped to 10th. So I'm sort of thinking, do we just power through and do a big finale episode with maybe Brackley, Scunthorpe and Telford? And we play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games off screen? I think we might do that because we'll then know by that point whether we are what we're in with a shot of. So, yeah, I think I'll come back for Brackley and we'll finish the season in the next episode. And then I'd like to think there'll be some form of playoff campaign at the end of it. You know, at the moment, we are 13 points clear of Spennymoor with 9 games to go. So there's still 27 points to play for, so it's still far from over. But I'd like to think we can maybe start looking up than down at the moment. But we will leave it there. I'll play a few games off screen. If we come back earlier, we might come back earlier for a reason. But we've certainly kept ourselves in the running just. But that is it for today's episode, guys. So if you've enjoyed it, as always, do hit the like button and subscribe for much more. We've got this series running alongside my Project Boro series, which of course is entering its 3rd season in the Premier League, which is very, very exciting. So check that out if you want to see that. We've got Boro promoted to the Premier League. But a big thank you for watching, guys. Do take care. Comment below your thoughts as always. Give the video a like as it really helps it out. And until next time, thanks for watching and I'll see you all in the next one.